What up, y'all? Hometown hero, the real Adam. Babe, come on.
I don't know. My bad.
This is the intro. Yeah.
Okay.
At first, you can look into the camera, and then we'll.
Okay.
All right. We're off to the best start.
There was a Trinity Radio episode.
Because you guys preach stuff that is like literally unrecognizable to an ancient African.
It's urban apologetics. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing black dignity with the gospel.
What up, y'all? It's your hometown hero, the real Adam Coleman. Y'all know what it is, man. Tru-ID apologetics. And I have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Candice.
Ta-da! So, we're doing something a little bit different. Actually, for people who follow me, they probably don't see my family on here a whole lot. But I've been doing that more over the last year or so.
The little people.
The little people. We had the whole Juneteenth video and everything like that. And, a lot of people like this. So I'll probably do more family stuff here on the channel and on Facebook and stuff like that. Quite frankly, for quite a while, actually, I avoided putting my family on the channel because I work in the mental health field. And I have people on my caseload who I really don't want to necessarily know who my family is, because I actually have had my family be approached. Speaking of family, my 1-year-old just raided the studio room. So, here he is, y'all.
He'll be coming in and out.
Apparently. Right now he's in. Yeah. So we actually had the door closed and we gave him a juice and everything.
Okay, but it's night time.
And that lasted about 30 seconds, as you can see. So he's just going to be with us, I guess.
Yeah, he'll be part of the show.
He'll be a part of the show. So Max, you got to be quiet. This is Maxwell, Anyway, for quite a while, I didn't have my family on my videos and stuff like that for that reason, because I'm in the mental health field. And I actually have had my family approached in the community by people that, they don't know and stuff like that. That's kind of weird. But I've been switching that up a little bit. I think that it's actually beneficial, to show a black family. It's almost like an apologetic in and of itself. That's the other side of having my family more so on my platform. Is it's actually been a blessing to people. So I'm like, hey, you know what? If it's blessing folks, then maybe we'll roll with that. So we managed to give our 1-year-old the boot.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how long it lasts. We commissioned our 6-year-old to be babysitter for the night. So we'll see how.
We're great parents that way.
Right.
We woke them up.
And we woke our 6-year-old out of sleep.
Night of TV.
Right. So he'll be cranky in the morning, but at least we get time to record. So that's the trade-off,
Yeah.
But speaking of baby intrusions,
Yes.
That's kind of why we're doing this video.
Can I show my bump?
You can. You certainly can.
Oh.
It's like taking up the whole screen. Ta-da! We are having a COVID baby.
Yes.
We most definitely are having a COVID baby.
And that took a lot of work to stand up. Okay.
Right.
A lot of work.
I think you just burned like 30 calories.
Yeah, probably.
I'll edit that out.
I don't care.
All right. Are you out of breath now? Is that are you good from standing up?
Anyway.
Man, I am a great husband. I just want to take time to say that. Like I've really enjoyed over the last 8 months now, just really taking advantage of joking on you for being achy, and I can walk way faster than you now. Everybody knows that I walk slow, but I can walk faster than you now because you're pregnant.
When I have the baby, you'll be slow again.
Right. But I've really been living it up. I'm living my best life by my wife being pregnant.
And I have allergies too, so excuse me, guys. Pregnancy allergies for no reason. Well, I guess it is a reason. I'm growing a human, so your body does crazy things. But anyway, I'm not going to go down that road. So
it's a long road to go down. It's a long road.
9 months.
Right. But we're almost there, though. This is baby number 5.
Yeah.
So we're almost there.
It's weird to say out loud.
I know, right? We're those people who you just look at and be like, dang.
They got a lot of kids. And I scrunch my face up a little bit when I hear someone else. And I'm like, how many kids they got? And then I'm like, wait a minute, Candice. you know you can't say that anymore.
Right.
So that's
right.
us.
I just did that last week. Somebody's like, yo, so-and-so got 5 kids. I'm like, what? And I'm like, dang. Like, it's what people say about me. It's people say about
that's
me.
Us.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So this is what it is, man. It's weird. But we're having fun. It's all good, though. It's all good. So anyway, I mean, for those who've been watching me on like Facebook and stuff like that, YouTube, of course, they've been seeing my family a little bit more. I've been trying to do that a little bit more, as opposed to before. I pretty much stayed away from it because I do work in the mental health field and I don't want people tracking down my family and stuff like that. But then also too, man, you know, the internet is crazy. I don't know who I'm dealing with, you know, on these Facebook exchanges and debates and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you just never know. So I kind of kept my family out of it. But I think within like the last year or so, I've been like rethinking that because I feel like it actually is kind of a good like representation and witness to just really emphasize the black family. That's not something that we see enough of. So
it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I remember, and it's weird to say, but even for black youth, especially in the inner city, I think black representation of a Christian, might I say, healthy black family is really important because right now social media is king, you know, and we have to think about who's programming social media, who gets to decide what we look like.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of the narrative, but I also want to be a part of creating our story.
Right.
You know, so it's important to put health on the internet because our kids are being bombarded with just like, I guess, facades and caricatures of what's not real. And I can say that even as a youth, I dealt with that. I remember growing up in the inner city. Okay, so I remember growing up in the inner city. So that'll be a new take, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
maybe I might just leave your bloopers in there.
Don't do that.
And take all mine out, you know. But
okay.
Right.
Anyway, so I grew up in the inner city, right? And this was before social media was huge. Basically, when I was a kid, we had the encyclopedia and your community. Okay, you had BET music videos. That's what we had. That was our YouTube and our Instagram. And so even in the inner city, I know, right? I didn't see a lot of just like Huxtable type homes. And so I didn't really see in the community that I lived in, we didn't have much exposure to the outside world. And so one day my parents decided to join a church in like a suburban type community. It was very non-denominational. And that was my first experience seeing healthy black families. Unfortunately, you know, of course I had, you know, my cousins and stuff, and we would have family reunions and cookouts, but just day to day seeing people live and just not really, you know, I guess struggling, not necessarily financially, but emotionally, seeing healthy and just taking part of their community. I was just really, it was foreign to me and I was shocked. And I just was like, okay, this is real. Black people, we don't have to be subject to what's thrown at us in, you know, poverty like communities or whatever. So I was just really shocked about that. And so I was like, just thinking back to my experience, even children of color, I would say, need to be exposed, especially black children need to be exposed to seeing Christian healthy black families. So
yeah, I mean, and it's funny because I hadn't really thought about it till now, but I feel like my experience was a little bit, well, actually it was essentially like the opposite because I grew up with my mom and dad, and for me, like it's like a single parent home wasn't a reality till I went to college. Like it didn't even dawn on me.
Not me. It was,
and I don't even know why because I was surrounded by families that were, you know, either single parent rather. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know why it never really registered to me until I was older. You know what I'm saying?
Not me. I mean,
I guess the weight of it maybe didn't really hit me. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was just community maybe. Yeah. You know, how you lived, how we grew up. Because I grew up with both my parents, but we were the oddballs in our community. I
mean, that's the thing about it. I mean, we were too. I guess it never registered for some reason. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, you know, because I knew we were different, but it just never like really hit me as to why. You know what I'm saying? Because I did have my mom and dad in the picture, but I would see my dad being a father to other kids in the community, and I didn't even know what he was doing at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I like for example, I remember there's this kid on my my rec basketball team. I couldn't stand that cat. I was like, I couldn't stand that dude. Yeah, I wanted to fight him. But I remember my dad like pulling him aside. I don't even know what the conversation was. I just remember him pulling the kid aside after practice one day, having some sort of conversation. And then every time I saw them interacting, when Dad would come up to the school, they would just have like these like serious conversations. And at the time, I didn't know what my dad was doing, but over time, I saw him do that with a number of different people. And so, like, he and I never really communicated about it. And actually, I didn't really understand until my cousin, pretty much, put me on game in terms of what my dad was doing. But he was being a father to the community, and that just hit me. Again, not really all that long ago when I was talking to my cousin about it. It never occurred to me like what that was about. But I think for my dad, that's kind of how he was. I mean, he would teach at the Boys and Girls Club and things like that. That was just his heart to not only be a father to, me and my sister, but a father really to the community. And so I think that's powerful because, I mean, let's keep it 100. Like, I mean,
we don't see that.
We don't see it.
No.
We don't see that. If you turn on the news, if you turn on, television, movies, it's always, like gangster images and things like that.
They did a study showing that, especially the news, that's one of the main outlets that will show black people. Like, statistics show that black on black crime and white on white crime is typically how crime happens.
Yeah, that's right.
But in the news, they will pretty much only show black on white crime on purpose and pretty much show black men as being the villain. It's been studies on that to show that. And so, like, we just need proper representation. Even with, like, Christian black people. We were very religious growing up. We were churchy. I'm a church girl. I don't mind saying that because it's fun. It's funny to me now. But we were super churchy. But, like, if you turn on TV and you see Christians, it's not so funny now, because you either see Ned Flanders, or if you watch my show, Fred Sanford, the auntie,
right.
She's hilarious. I love her. But those are our representations. So we're either the auntie or we're either the Ned Sanders, and it's nobody being normal.
Or it's kind of somewhere in between where you have the what's that show, Greenleaf. So it's like the shady Christian who's not really living it, but really nasty for real.
Yeah, that's like all Christians are just rapists.
It's terrible people who are covering it up with religion or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no like in between of just someone being normal who loves their kids, who aren't rapists, who just want to be a Christian.
Right.
So
it's just terrible.
It's not the gossiping church mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, okay, I think this show is important because we should decide what our narrative looks like. And I think it's been decided for us, and that's not right.
No, I agree. And so, I mean, not only I think it's important for our community to see that, hey, you know what, there really are like black men out here holding it down, but also there's black moms holding it down.
Yes.
There's black kids who aren't out here wilding and stuff like that.
I think Tyler Perry is he has a brilliant mind. I do. I think I think he has a brilliant mind. I think he's creative. I think he's talented. But I'm tired of being portrayed as weak and crackheads. Like, black women, we don't hate our daughters. My daughter is like one of the loves of my life. And I'm not strung out on drugs. And I'm not
That's good to know. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear
I'm
you're not
actually married and my husband's not like beating me down. Like, that's another thing about Christians. Christian men, they make them seem like, I guess, what's the word? Over aggressive, fix my plate woman. I'm not one of those women. So that's another caricature that we see that this just got to stop. Like, my husband will tell you, I don't get down like that. So
okay, that's true. You definitely don't.
Yeah. So,
but no, I mean, and I think it's good, like for people outside the black community to see too.
Definitely,
because there are images I think get portrayed where they assume that if they see a black man and he must be running for the police or something like that or whatever. I mean, like there really are these stereotypes that people I don't think take stock of. Yeah.
I had a good friend that told me her introduction to black people was through television, and she told me she did not meet a black person an actual black person for herself until she left her home and moved to a different state as an adult.
Wow.
So imagine years of just only meeting black people through the eye of the TV.
Right.
Instead of truth. That's damaging.
I mean, yeah, and to be honest, I think that's what sets the stage for stereotypes to be perpetuated. Because if you're not in community with people, then you end up replacing actual interactions with just narratives that you got, like you said, from TV. There was a well-known speaker recently in the Christian community who made some seriously egregious statements, to the effect that most black families don't emphasize education and hard work. And it was just like, it's the dumbest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But I think stuff like that comes from when you're not in community, like with black people, like if you're not in proximity to this community. Because anybody in our community, I mean, like who grew up in church and didn't hear anything about like a college fund?
Fund.
Yeah, who didn't hear that you got to work twice as hard if you're black because it's just like, who didn't hear that?
And like I was talking to my sister the other day, we went to inner city schools where the staff at our schools were majority black women. Yeah. And we just had one of those lean on me type schools where they will call an assembly and chew you out and say, you better make them grades. And if you don't, you're not going to go to college, but you need to go to college and make this community proud. That's what we did. That's how we grew up. Heard, right. I'll never forget my principal, Miss Page. She was off the chain. She was like, lean on me, walk, and Mr. Clark. But the school changed. And so she valued students doing what they should do, paying attention, and getting parent involvement, hard work, community, value, and education.
Right. Yeah, so everybody said stay in school. Make sure you keep them books straight. Don't rely on, being an athlete or a rapper or whatever. Make sure you have a plan B. I mean, these are all things that we heard in the black community growing up. So,
and there's a place, I don't mind athletes, singers, and stuff, but we don't stop there. It just doesn't stop there. We can do multiple things with people, just like any other race. We're people with minds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, but, again, it just kind of comes full circle to why I think it's important to have these kind of conversations, because to see normal black folk, I'm saying,
that's it.
You can just dispel so many different myths. You know what I'm saying? I think just really showing that, particularly coming from a biblical perspective.
Exactly.
And you never know. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go here. Like, you never know how injurious those narratives can be, because we're talking about having our fifth child, and I remember when you were going for Jordan, which is our second child. Mm-hmm. I remember you were going to your appointments, and I guess she was a nurse or doctor.
No, she was the doctor.
She was the doctor. Okay,
she was the new doctor. I've been going to this medical facility since before I had kids. So I went with my first daughter, and then I went with my second daughter. And so typically what they do is they get you with your first pregnancy. They do all of these genetic tests, and my husband had been very active in the pregnancy with me. So help me remember. I got pregnancy brain. Right. So help me to remember. So anyway, they had all my test results, and okay.
I think they had to test for like the sickle cell trait.
Yes, and Adam had been tested. Adam knew.
I'd been tested with the first pregnancy, obviously, because they had to check with that. And so this second time around, she wanted to know if you had the same father, so that was, in case they needed to test for the sickle cell trait again. And so she asked, is the father of the second child the same as the father of the first?
Here's the thing. I don't mind them asking, is this the same father? That's fine. Do your job. But here's the thing. The doctor's office had on record that Adam did not have the sickle cell trait. And if I tell you this is the same father of the last baby and you don't believe me and you try to demand another test over what I know, that's offensive. Like, that's dead wrong.
Yeah, and they was like giving you a side eye. I remember you told me that.
Yeah,
like,
they were.
It was so bad.
He had to come in. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, I had to come in for an appointment just to say, hey, I'm still in the picture, basically, and then they chilled out, but it shouldn't be so foreign of an idea that a black family is having kids.
We're normal.
Right. Rather than just, a mom having a bunch of different kids with a bunch of different people. No, I mean, we're married and we're having multiple kids. Simple as that. That shouldn't be, if somebody tells you that's what it is, that's what it is.
Exactly. And by the grace of God, we paying for them.
Right.
So, by the grace of God. It hasn't been easy, but we're doing what we got to do.
Right. So, I mean, just narratives,
they matter.
They matter.
But even for black children, they matter. Like I said, I grew up in the inner city. And not only that, my husband and I, we did foster care. And so we dealt with other children from the inner city. And their perspective on healthy black family has really been damaged by the media, And, like for myself, I remember when we went to this church and I heard suburban black children speak for the first time. I was like, oh, they lost their mind. But I shouldn't have thought like that, but I did.
Right.
I couldn't believe that black kids spoke in that way. And that was because we weren't being represented. It wasn't an even hand. If you look on TV, I'm so thankful for shows like The Cosby's. I'm so thankful for shows.
A different world, man.
Exactly, like a different world. Mm-hmm. But I kind of grew up like Good Times. You know what I mean? And so they were a respectable family, but they were surrounded by poverty. And when you saw different episodes, you would see them be like, oh, somebody made it out. You know what I mean?
The Jeffersons or something. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's what it was. And so for our babies, we need to be there to show them. So,
yeah, and the reality is, I think other communities, they have a variety of different images that they can get from movies.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We
don't. We don't have that. We need more of it. So
we do.
Yeah.
We do.
So anyway, I know we wanted to go over a couple questions, right? To kind of have a little fun. Do something a little different.
So you can hear us ramble.
Right.
A little bit more.
I don't know what these questions are, so this is either gonna be real good or real bad. We'll find out.
What's your favorite?
Embarrass myself.
Okay, ready?
I don't know, because I don't know what the questions are. So
you told me you had a question.
Huh?
You told me you had a question.
I lied. I was just messing with you.
Why?
Just to make you nervous.
Gosh, I am nervous, y'all. So y'all see me acting weird or shaking or something. I'm nervous. I'm not used to being on the camera. Anyway. All right, question number 1. What is your favorite thing to do on a date?
Dang, I'm just sound real greedy, but I mean, eat.
Oh my God.
That's a favorite
thing. Okay.
But see, if we in one accord though, like, we with it though. We with it, Like,
we're foodies at heart. We're foodies at heart. We don't get to do foodie restaurants because we got a heap of kids and it's hard to.
Are we really foodies
find
though?
a sitter? Yeah.
Or are we just greedy?
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm a foodie or if I'm just greedy. I don't know.
I'm a foodie.
I'm just speaking for myself.
I'm a foodie.
I might just be greedy.
I love to cook. And I love to watch other people cook. And I love to see what ingredients.
So, you can say I can say you're a foodie. Right,
yeah.
I just like to eat.
Yeah. I like to eat, don't get me wrong. I grew up in the South. I love a good meal. But I love seeing different people cook.
Right.
Being nosy about the ingredients, So, and I'm kind of competitive when it comes to cooking as well. So,
you are competitive because there's been a couple. So I can't cook, right? There's been a couple times though where I really feel like I did something in the kitchen. There was a few occasions,
and I gave you your props.
No.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
No, you did. Oh, you don't. So here's what in the moment you give me my props, and then 2 weeks later I'd be like, yeah, remember that meal I made? It was dope. And she was like,
no.
It's like, yo, but it was dope at the time.
Okay, so there's an explanation for that.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Either I gave you your props I know what the explanation is.
No,
it's not. No, I'm not. I gave you your props for real, or it's because I didn't want to hurt your feelings during the time period, and I thought you could handle it a little bit later on where it really wasn't hitting.
Wow. Wow. So for all I know, all my meals have been nasty.
No, I keep telling you to make Thai food. That's where you're strong.
Okay, I can do Thai food, but I just noticed that when I it tends to be the case that when I do make a nice meal, somehow you get inspired to make the same meal shortly after I made it.
Not true.
And be like, oh, okay, so just
not true.
I'm just saying, I've just made that observation. That's all I'm saying.
Moving on, because you're being petty.
No. Die.
Okay, what is the kindest thing you have ever done for someone?
Oh man, that's hard. The kindest thing I've ever done for someone? I gotta think about it. You go first. I don't know. I gotta think about that.
I mean, I like doing acts of service in general. I think that's one of my love languages. So I can't say what's the kindest thing. I guess that depends on the person. But I had this gold necklace one time with my name on it, and this girl I knew had the same name, and I just gave it to her. So she really liked that.
Right. Man, that is good. I don't know. That's a good question. Mm-hmm. So, can I count stuff that I do at my job?
No, you're employed to be kind.
But if I go on above and beyond, like, does that count?
You're known as like the hard guy who people know, like, he gonna do what he need to do, and you gonna stand up and do right.
Okay.
So,
yeah. All right. So I guess probably the kindest thing.
He bought me a cell phone when I was broke and single.
Do we want to put that out? You make it sound terrible. Do we want to put that out? Okay, let's go with that.
That was so kind of him. Your girl was struggling back in the day. I had 3 jobs. I thought that was really sweet. And you just bought me a cell phone.
Okay.
And y'all, we said, it was a flip phone. It was pink from Sprint with the name on the front. I was killing the game. So I thought that was kind.
Okay. What about, actually, I had a friend of mine who was getting married, and so I treated him to a trip up to Cleveland and go watch LeBron James play.
Okay, that's kind.
It's kind of kind.
Okay.
I don't know. That's the best I got. Okay. I guess I'm just not a kind person. If I didn't think that hard about it, maybe I need to do some self-evaluation. It shouldn't be that hard to find something kind,
Okay, what about this one? If you could switch places with one person for a day, who would it be and why?
If I could switch places with one person, it's gonna sound like super corny. It probably would be LeBron James.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I've always wanted to be in the NBA. I love basketball. So if I could just play like in an NBA game, like on a legit team. I mean, I'm assuming I would have like his skill or something like that. If I could be on the team, if I could be LeBron James for like a game. You know what I'm saying? Or really any NBA player, quite frankly. I would just love to be in the NBA for like a day. I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be pretty dope.
I would say a zookeeper.
Really? Okay. I didn't see that coming, but okay.
I know. I take care of enough kids right now, so why would I?
It is a zoo out here, so,
right?
In our
so
home,
I would say zookeeper, or maybe my sister when she goes on vacation, because she be living her best life.
Okay. But why a zookeeper though? I'm interested. So what is it about?
Well, I think it's just my nature to take care of things, but I love animals and just I like studying and exploring things that are exotic to me.
Would you be able to, would you be willing to clean up like poop and stuff?
Yeah, I clean up poop now.
Fair point. It's a fair point.
I clean up poop now. My allergies. Okay, let's see another question, guys. If you were forced to get a tattoo, what would it be?
If I was forced to get a tattoo? It would probably be... See, this one is like, I'm going to answer this question and I'm going to get a whole bunch of comments and like the comments is like, oh, you shouldn't have tattoos because of, it's probably going to...
Hypothetical.
Hypothetically. Just go with that. Hypothetically. I would probably do... I would have like the names of my family, like on some sort of... I don't know if it would be... Well, I guess I don't know what would be in the background, but some kind of way I would want to have like the names of like my wife and kids, or something like that. Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, what about you? So what would you do?
Already know. I told you the hood joint right here. Your name.
Thug
all
life.
Day.
You want all thug day. Life across the belly? Is that what you want to do?
Okay, here's a good one. What is one present that I've given you that you secretly hated?
Oh, wow. Secretly hated? I don't know. See, hate is a real strong word. It's very few things that I hate, but I can say like, if we're talking about like gift fails.
Oh Lord, what?
So that microphone you gave me.
What mic?
When I first started doing podcasting, I started the Tru-ID podcast. And so I was buying different pieces of equipment. And you bought me like this cheap mic from Radio Shack.
Oh.
It was terrible. It was
I didn't realize you didn't like it.
It sounded horrible. It was like, and so I used it one time, and I tried to work with it, man, but it just wasn't cutting.
That's
it,
why it disappeared.
It didn't disappear. It just kind of didn't reappear. I put it in my with the rest of my stuff, it just kind of stayed there.
Anyway,
so, all right. So I'm scared to ask you. Like,
oh, you should know this.
Nah, I don't. The gift that I gave you that you hated.
It was like our first year marriage. All right, y'all. This is embarrassing.
Oh no, man! I don't even
went
know.
On a shopping spree at Claire's. That's what I hated. Okay. A shopping spree at Claire's. I was like, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Like the Claire's in the mall.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
He went on a shopping spree, y'all. You hear me?
I bought several items that I thought that you would like. It just so happened that I was passing by Claire's, and it just so happened that I thought that you would like them. So
oh my gosh,
it probably wasn't wise to do that, like for a birthday. That probably was.
No, that was like Christmas.
Oh, that was Christmas, right? That was Christmas.
That's
right.
what I hated, and I was so nice. I just kind of like I didn't want to hurt his feelings. So
I mean, I ain't know no better, man. I mean, come on, let's be real.
You upgraded now. He knows better now.
I'm not the fashion type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So already venturing out, picking out jewelry, I'm already out of
and
my
I like loud colors and stuff like that.
Right,
so I give you that, but you were wilding.
Yeah, I was wilding. Claire. So for all the husbands out there, okay, don't do like I did. Do not shop at Claire's for special events. I'm saying for your wife. Matter of fact, just don't go there at all.
It was just like
Claire's
and
is
my
not the move.
sisters were around when I opened it, and
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
And it was just like, oh, okay. It was bad.
But I had seen you going Claire's.
I'm about to sweat just talking about it. Let's just move on.
I had seen you going Claire's. So to my, I said there is no defense, but I had seen you going Claire's. I'm like, I honestly just wasn't thinking. I was like, okay, she shops at Claire's. I'm gonna go to Claire's.
It had like cute little bracelets, little stuff like that.
Right.
But I mean, I had a piece of jewelry for every day of the year, y'all. It was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That wasn't my finest moment.
No.
Nah, it wasn't. Yeah.
Okay, let's do another one. Crazy.
Okay.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Describe myself in 3 words.
Mm-hmm. Or do you want me to describe you in 3 words?
All right, I'm going to try to describe myself in 3 words, and you tell me what you would have said.
Okay, this is hard. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to think about it. So I'm going to say calm, a communicator, and I mean, I'm assuming we're just talking about like personality traits. So I'm not like, I mean, obviously I'm a Christian, but I'm just like kind of doing personality traits. So calm, communicator, and I guess patient.
Yeah, that's you.
That's about right. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're okay?
No, I wasn't going to say that, but I probably would have. I don't know exactly what I would have said, but it would have been along those lines. Okay. I would have said, okay, zany.
I'm zany?
Yeah, you definitely are.
So define zany.
You.
Okay.
Zany.
All right.
Gentle.
All right.
And a communicator. I probably would have said that. And kind. Well, that's 4 words. Mm-hmm. But that's what I would have said about you. Zany, gentle, and
kind.
Or a communicator.
Is zany good? I'm stuck on the
zany.
Zany
is good
like
and just
mad scientist.
Everything that comes with it. When you think of the word zany, it's just kind of, I don't know. It just picks different parts of you.
I mean, so it's taken a while, but I've embraced like my role in life as being like the I'm not saying I'm weird, but I can see how somebody might think I'm a bit, I don't even think eccentric is the right word.
Like he's the guy, y'all, who makes jokes and he knows it's funny, but you don't know if he's joking or not, so you feel uncomfortable. So you're not quite sure when to laugh or if it's appropriate to laugh.
Right.
That's you.
I'm also the guy who, everybody, would say is pretty sharp, but I go to work like sometimes I don't iron my shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so that's nutty professor. So that's kind of like zany. Like, okay, I get it. Okay, 3 words for you. How would you describe yourself?
Ooh, you know me. I'm not good at this.
I got some words.
Okay, aggressive.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I say aggressive, feminine. That's kind of general, so I'll take that back. But
I think I know what you mean, though.
Okay, so aggressive, feminine, and let's see, fun.
Now, fun is kind of vague.
Okay, let's say determined. Fun, aggressive, and, determined, feminine, and aggressive.
Determined, feminine, aggressive. All right, so I mean, determined, yeah. It's actually I hadn't thought about that, but I think that's definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely true. Feminine, obviously, for sure. Honestly, I don't know about aggressive though. I mean, I know what you mean by that, and I joke on you for as far as being aggressive. I mean, I joke around that you're like aggressive like that, but I don't know if it's necessarily like aggression as much as it is. Most of the time, it's kind of like passionate. I think you're really passionate about things.
I can go with that. Yeah, passionate.
So if I'm joking on you, then I'll just say aggressive. But in reality, I think you're passionate about things, and so you just kind of go hard because it's something you're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the doctors, for example, everything's pregnancy related for me right now. So this glucose drink, and when you're pregnant, they want to check to see if you have gestational diabetes, pregnant diabetes, right? So in the glucose drink, it's an ingredient that's banned in 2 countries, y'all. 2 countries now. And so the reason they want you to drink the drink is they want to get 50 grams of sugar in your body. And so the drink is patented, the ingredient is patented here as a fire retardant. So I'm like, I don't mind doing the screening, but there's got to be another option for me to get 50 grams of sugar.
Other than drinking fire retardant.
Right. And so I really had to go back and forth with them about that. And I'm like, it could be a banana and juice or something. Honey, whatever. They were like, no, nothing else. And then they told me I would have to just prick my finger 4 times a day for like 2 weeks. And they thought I was going to drink the drink after that. And I was like, I'm pricking the finger. So I guess that's what you mean by like passionate in what you believe.
Because I would have drank the drink. I mean, you better than me. I would have been like, hey, I'd be all right, pray over it and call it a day. But
no, I'm not doing that.
You go harder than pain. I respect it.
That's true. So if I believe something, I believe something.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing. Okay, so you want to do one more question?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay. Okay, kind of answer that. If you could, okay, let's do this. Rapid questions. Sleep in or rise early?
Sleep in.
Okay. Read a book or watch TV?
Read a book.
Kiss or hug? Stupid.
Kiss.
Okay. Strength workout or cardio?
Cardio.
Ocean or lake?
Lake.
Winter or summer?
Winter.
Family or friends?
Family.
Why winter?
I like winter clothes better than like summer clothes.
Me too.
This is more comfortable. Yeah, I just feel, and I guess I associate winter with like Christmas time and family time and stuff like that. I mean, summer's cool because I like sports, but I don't really get out and ball as much as I used to. So yeah,
I do summer.
Summer. Okay, so let me give you yours. Okay, so
are you gonna ask me that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through this.
Okay.
So sleep in or rise early?
Okay, it's difficult for me. I want
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I want to rise early. In my head, I am that person. But in my flesh, I sleep in.
You do not want to rise early.
I do want to rise early because you can be more productive. It's just hard with kids when you're up all night. Cleaning poop and carrying on. Go ahead.
You wasn't rising early before we had kids.
I didn't have a reason. I mean, no, I did, but I was working a lot. Remember? I was working a lot and had to get up early. I was, y'all. Anyway, you trying to do me in.
All right, let's just go. Let's move on. All right, read a book or watch TV.
That's changed recently for me, so I think I'm gonna say read a book.
Okay. All right, kiss or hug?
Oh, kiss maybe.
Oh.
No, not right now. We're on camera.
Oh, okay. I can't get a kiss on the cheek. Oh, look at that. There we go.
Weird.
I am weird. Strength workout or cardio?
Cardio.
I was gonna say that. Ocean or lake?
Ocean. But I have to say, lakes are beautiful. I'm really taken back at how much I like the lake and how personal it felt. Versus ocean just feels like you can get lost in it.
It's distant.
And it freaks me out.
Yeah.
So I might be undecided. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Winter or summer?
I love the carefreeness of summer. I love the smell of water. I love just summer all day. Summer.
Okay. And family or friends?
That's complicated because some friends are like family.
See, you gotta go all deep now.
It's true. So it's complicated. So I say both.
You can't do both.
Yes, I can. I did.
I'm pretty sure it's you can't do both. It's saying that you can't do both here. So.
No, it's not. Did you want to do one more, or is this it?
Is there one more?
I mean, I have others.
All right, let's do one more.
Okay, let's see. Okay, if you had to choose a career you love for little money, or choose one you didn't enjoy for high salary, and commit to it for 5 years, which would you pick?
I would choose the one with the high salary.
Okay,
just if I didn't have a family, I would say the former. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I got kids, so I can't be chasing my dreams and broke. You know
gotta do what you gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah. So yeah, what about you?
Oh, I mean, maybe because you spoiled me, but you know what I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna do what I love.
Okay.
I guess maybe that's because it's like more passionate, and I feel like if I do what I love, I'll find a way to make ends meet.
All right, I can do that.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I feel like I would find a way. Okay. What song can always make you dance, especially when no one's around?
Oh, man. What song can make me dance when nobody's around? Oh, man, what was it? It's just super embarrassing, but you know that joint? This may not be right, but it's like, I just heard it recently, but remember that joint, Shawty Low? They know? You remember that? I can't even say it right, because it's like 7.
Not
you remember that joint?
Rider.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I do not.
Oh man, we got to play it later. But anyway, that song gets me hyped though. I mean, I can't dance anyway, but I'll bob to it, whatever. But, all right, what about you?
You should know. I'm from Northside.
I mean, back that thing up? Is that what you're gonna say? Or?
Come on now.
That's terrible.
I know it. But when you
there goes the Christian black family images there.
That song is a classic in my community.
the beat is hard though.
You get off the bus, you hear it. You get on the bus in the morning, you hear it. Somebody playing it at lunchtime. Yeah. Yes, you just hear it all the time, but it just became a legend in the community. That's
fast. I can't even hit on that. So there it is, y'all. Black images, black Christian images, ending right there on back that thing up. That's great. Oh man, that's cool. So, but yeah, we just wanted to do this right here, just to have some fun, man, and just kind of share with you guys. Again, we're having another addition to the family. This is number 5. So we thought it'd be pretty cool. We just kind of share that and just kind of have fun doing it. No lie, man. Honestly, I thought we was done at 4. I thought so. This right here is like we really out here wilding, real rap. But when I say like this is a COVID baby, I'm really not making that up. I'm not making it up for real. Like honestly, I had already gone for the consultation, and all I needed to do is make my appointment for my procedure, to shut the factory down.
Yeah, he was approved. They did everything.
And all I needed to do.
I gave away all baby stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Because I was okay with it. I wanted 5, but I said we'll just adopt.
Right. Which we still plan on doing.
Yeah, which we still plan on doing. Right. So it'll end up being 6, but physically, I thought like my 4th baby was the last time anything was coming out of here. I
thought the 3rd baby was last time, but anyway, nevertheless. All I had to do was make that appointment, man. That's all I had to do. But COVID hit. All the doctor's offices shut down, and by the time they started open back up again,
I was pregnant.
It was pregnant.
Yeah, they shut down elective procedures, which that was his, and I was pregnant.
Yeah, so it's like a legit COVID baby.
Yeah. So here we are.
So here we are.
But God knows, like I say to people all the time, if he had not had boys, he would have been the last Coleman. So
yeah, that's true.
We had a quota to fill. How about that?
Carry on the family name. So it is what it is.
But it is.
But we had thrown all of our gave all of our kids stuff away. So we're starting from scratch, and starting over and everything. So yeah.
So that's it. So I guess we'll leave a link to the registry in this video because we aren't doing a baby shower due to COVID, because it's just, as a pregnant woman, your immune system isn't where it used to be while you're pregnant. So, hey, thanks for coming to our baby shower.
So yeah, I'll definitely I'll put the link to our baby registry in the description, and we appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man.
Yep. So let us know if you want to see this again.
Yeah.
If you have any questions. It was fun. We've been married, 12 years?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So,
and we've learned some things. I mean, I feel like we got some things to share. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we just talked about just now was unplanned. So, I think once we get to talking about stuff, we got a lot to share.
Yeah,
so.
It'll be 13 years in April?
Yeah, that's wild.
We dated for 6 months and engaged the next.
Yeah, so we dated for 6 months and then you proposed.
Anyway, you wish. But I was feeling him. Right. So we'll talk about that if you want us to talk about it. Fun. Dating Christian style.
Let us know in the comments. What you think. If you'd like to see more discussions, let us know. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right, y'all know what it is. You know what my slogan is? That's
it. Take care of the things God.
Oh, come on. Well, that's the last part. Love God, love people.
Love people, and take care of the things He blessed you with.
There we go. All right,
that's it.